right, guys, apparently Francine's got a little fight in her this evening because we now have a Category 2 hurricane with winds at 100 miles per hour. So after watching the pressure certainly drop last night, we got into the big wind, and all of a sudden 95, pressure started coming up a little bit. Now it's gone down to 972 millibars, and we got a Category 2 hurricane, 100-mile-an-hour winds with this thing as it comes ashore. We've certainly seen those kind of gusts already on some of the oil platforms that are out there over the Gulf, but they are also elevated. Behind me here, this holding lake, essentially, for Morgan City, where pumps take the water and put it out in through here, is looks like a wash tub. All right, and we haven't even gotten into the northern eye wall yet. That is coming within the hour. You should see some pretty dramatic changes out and through here as this thing comes ashore. But it's about a 55-mile wide eye. It's a huge eye out and through here. And right now, just as the crow flies, we're talking about winds that are gusting 25, 30 miles per hour. So not that strong, but we have had some stronger gusts out here from time to time, and we anticipate that to go on. But we'll show you around here. Certainly you can see out a ways, but not too far because there's so much spray coming off of that lake. And also some of what they call the camps or the houseboats that kind of come in here to this little safe harbor, and this is where they park. And there's people actually kind of riding this thing out. All right, but they're occasionally, when that wind picks up, they start rocking a little bit too. So we'll see how that situation goes. There's about 4 or 5 boats on this side, houseboats, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over on this side as well. So we'll keep an eye on things out and through here. Again, this is a holding lake. This is where the water comes out of Morgan City. It's kind of like a mini, and I mean super mini, New Orleans, because they have dozens of pumps there and canals. It's obviously a huge city. There's only about 10 to 15,000 in Morgan City. But you know what? You got to get the water out of here. All right, obviously we keep it away from Atchafalaya Bay. We keep that out, or the river, and we have to get it away from Morgan City and keep it back out in the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, winds are out of the east, so they're kind of cutting across this. But if we get in the eye, we're expecting a calm here, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take probably a little bit more than an hour, probably maybe even 2 hours to get into that eye. And we'll see where we're at in the eye. If we just skim the western side of it, it'll be a short-lived break. If we go right through the center of it, it's going to be a much longer-lived break because it's a 55-mile wide eye. All right, it's never been a clean eye. It's always been kind of cloudy at times and overcast. But right now, you've got a storm which is coming ashore with 100-mile-per-hour winds. We've got power outages which continue to mount in Ascension, in Iberia, and also St. Mary Parish, which is where I'm at. They've gone down, come back up. Now they're starting to go down again with these stronger gusts of wind. And potentially, we could see this center make its way all the way to New Orleans, Louisiana, which is where we find Paul Goodlow this evening. Paul, it's been an incredibly different summer than last summer. We couldn't buy a drop of rain last year. Right now, though, we're well over 15 inches above average for the season, and we've had a tremendously wet last 3 weeks.